guys, it's Melissa. Happy Monday. I hope you are all doing fabulous today. I have a quick little video I'm going to share with you today on how to use designs, specifically single line designs with foil quill. And we are going to do a little hack that I like to do where we cut and then we foil. And this can work on all of the machines, but I like to use it with my Cameo 4 for right now, especially because you only have this single carriage for the Cameo 4 that you can use both your blade, your cutting blade, and your foil quill in, okay? All right, so what we're gonna make, show you, I did a couple of examples ahead of time, are these little tags. You can see they have been foiled. All of these designs, super cute, are part of the brand new Mandala bundle that was just released on So Fancy. There's like 200 and some designs in there, and it's an extra 15% off today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, and I threw the link up there for you. So you can go ahead and grab that. So I'm going to show you, these come with a sketch, these specifically come with a single line sketch, and then also like the cuttable file, which would be more of the double line, so you wouldn't get just the single line here. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Pull you a little bit forward here. Okay, so I already cut obviously a couple. I have my paper here. I like to use a brayer on my mat with paper just to keep it down and in place, especially if your mat is not super sticky, which this one is, but you may just want to do that anyway. Okay, and then what you're gonna do is you wanna make sure that you designate a mat to this, that you don't mind if it gets foil on it, because you'll see what's going to happen. So the first thing that we're going to do is cut the outline of the shape, the tag, and then we are going to foil it, all right? So I have this set up in Silhouette Studio. The tags all have one cut line color. In this case, it's red. And the design itself is a black cut line, okay? And the reason that I do that is because if I go to the send panel, then I can cut by line color. And in this case, I'm going to first cut with, I'm just gonna cut the red, okay? So you'll see what it's gonna do once I click send. It will send and just cut the outline, okay? It's not going to put the design on there yet, all right? Okay, so we'll send that to cut. Send that over there. And then once the cutting is done, I'm actually just gonna pull the cutting mat out and essentially weed away the paper so that all that's left on my cutting mat is the actual tag. So it'll just look like this on the cutting mat, okay? And then that's where we're gonna put the foil, that's where the foil's gonna come in, and we're gonna do that. All right, so once this is done, you'll see what I mean. I have my foil quill actually warming up. I'm using the little, I forget what this thing is called, to do it. Someone's asking why not put the design in first. Yeah, you could well, the reason that you can't do the foil design first is you'll see. You're gonna see why. Because we actually need part of the cutting mat itself is going to hold our foil. So that's a good question, but in this particular case, you actually are going to want to cut first. So we'll see why. Okay, so this is now done cutting. All right, I'm actually gonna pull the whole thing out of here, okay? Now, we're gonna leave the tags on there. And you could do this with a full sheet. Just for time's sake, I'm only doing 3 because the foil designs themselves are a little intricate, so it takes a little bit of time. Now, this is why I'm telling you to designate a mat. Do you see this area over here? Okay, so now, and this is the little foil that comes with the foil quill, but you can also buy bigger sheets. But this is perfect for this because it's small enough that you're not like wasting. All right, so this is why you want to cut the paper first, because now the foil can stick right to my cutting mat, okay? And it's going to stick right around my paper, all right? So you can see what I have there, okay? Now I'm going to load this back in, okay? Just going to line it up. All right, and this time I'm going to swap out my blade for the foil quill. Now, in the foil quill on the Cameo 4, you want to use the D adapter, okay? Put the D adapter in there. All right, and then I'm going to go back to Silhouette Studio, and in the send panel now, I'm going to switch and I'm going to tell it that I only want to do the black line. So now it's only going to foil where my black lines are, okay? And in this case, I'm telling it that I want to do the sketch pen. I trick it into thinking that the foil quill is a sketch pen. Force of 25, speed of 4, and I'll send that. And then I'll send you back over here so you can see what's happening. Okay. Okay, so this is going to take a couple minutes, which again is why I'm only doing 3, but while we're waiting, I'll show you guys these. Okay, so they come out really pretty. And I'm just using the standard tip, okay? Okay, so while this is going, I'll see if I can answer any of your questions. Let me look, see. Any of your questions? Ah, okay. I don't see any. I must have missed some here. Okay. Oh, hi. Everyone's just saying hi. Hello. Okay, so like I said, these designs themselves are from the new So Fancy Mandala bundle, which went live today, was launched today, and it's an extra 15% off today. The code is up top. I threw the link up there for you. The code's good for 3 days. So these come with it along with like 250 other designs, okay? So if this happens, I just push sometimes the force of you can hear it, like, because it has a bunch of lines, it has to keep coming up and down, and sometimes the force of that causes the foil quill to pop out a little bit, especially because on the foil quill adapter, there's no teeth, right? It's not like there's no teeth like there are on your auto blade, so it's not actually sitting down there like it normally would. How come I can't see comments now? Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, so this, it's doing, I don't know which one it's doing now. Looks like it's doing the Christmas tree. Do you see now why I only did 3? Okay, so that's that. And then when this is done, because the tags have already been cut, all we're going to do is remove the foil from the mat, and we will have our tags. Okay, so you could use these for whatever you want. You could have added names. You could just add this, a sticker to it to say like to and from, or write on it, or whatever. And obviously you can do all different colors. Last year when I did this, I did an entire sheet of them. So this 12 by 12 paper, I think you can fit, I don't know, the size that I use, 4 or 5 tags across and 3 rows down, so you can do 12 to 16 at a time. Okay? I'll pull you a little bit closer so you can see what exactly is going on here. If you're not familiar with the foil quill, it's a really cool tool, and it comes with, you can get all 3 sizes. I put the link up top for you for that as well. It does need to be heated. That's what is causing the foil to stick to the paper, because if this, see how it's lit up? It's heated. And so this is heat activated foil, which is causing it to adhere to the paper, and it won't rub off. Okay. All right. So now the last one that we're going to do looks like the Santa. Here so you guys can see. All right. Push that down. It's okay if you have to push it a little bit, just make sure. You just don't want to, if there's any gapping in here, then the quill itself might not be able to hit the paper or create enough force, and if that happens, then you end up getting either a really faint line or nothing at all. I'll show you one that happens to. Here's an example of when the force is not enough because the blade popped out without me knowing. This is what ends up happening, okay? So just make sure that you keep that blade down there, okay? Now, again, this can work with all of the machines. I like to do it with this method, this technique specifically with the Cameo 4, because you only have the one tool carriage. Okay, so if you are using a Cameo 3 or another machine where you can use the foil quill mat, the metal mat, that then you don't have to pull the machine out to remove it. It's a little bit different, but anyway, this technique itself will work on all the machines, but just be aware you're going to end up sacrificing a mat for it. Okay, which is not a problem. You can just keep putting more foil on, it still sticks to it. Alright. This looks like it's almost done, and then you'll see. Okay. Okay, so now I'm just going to leave this on here actually while I do this. I'm going to remove that. Just pull this paper. Okay, and do you see how pretty? Now there are different size quills, so if you wanted a thinner line, you could use a different one. If you wanted a thicker line, you could use the bold tip. I'm just using standard for right now, but I love how shimmery it is. And even in this detail, right? Look at that. I love that. Okay, so that's my little trick. And then this piece of foil, you know, you have little other spots on there you can use if you want. But again, just be aware that you're going to end up using a mat for this, which, you know, you have to be okay with that in order to use this method. Okay, you guys. Well, I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon.